Hi, welcome to Math Fun. Today, let's talk about how to calculate the square root of I. Now, you probably will know what is I. Well, I is defined as the square root of -1. And now, we want to get the square root of I. So how do you do it? Well, there are several ways to do it, and today we'll talk about two ways to do it. One of them is simple, just straightforward. Let's make the square root of I equal to A plus BI, and A and B are both real number, and we'll try to solve A and B. So that means A plus BI square will equal to square root of I square, right? So that means A square plus 2AB I minus B square. Remember, it's B square, but I square equal to -1. So that's B minus B square equal to I. Now, I, you can write it as 0 plus 1i. So in other words, it tells you that a square minus b square equal to 0. At the same time, 2ab equal to 1. And we just have to solve these two equations together. Now, from this one, 2ab equal to 1, obviously that tells you a times b equal to a half. Now, it also tells you one really important thing is that a and b are either both positive or both negative. Okay, now from that one, it tells you a square equal to b squared. Directly, it tells you a equal to plus or minus b. But remember, we already said over here, it tells you that a and b are both positive or both negative, which means that from here, we know they could not be plus or minus. A have to equal to b. So a equal to b. So that will means what? Means a square equal to a half. So a will be the square root of a half, and I'm not going to do that. The detailed one is the square root over 2. Okay, you can try it and it is the same. So if a is equal to the square root over 2, b is also equal to square root over 2. Or a, so this is one solution, a equal to negative square root over 2. Now b will be also negative square root over 2. So in other words, the square root of I has two solutions. It either is it's either square root of 2 over 2 plus the square root of 2 over 2i, or negative square root over 2 minus square root over 2i. So this is the more straightforward solutions. Now let's look at the different solutions, and you guessed it, we are going to use Euler's formula. So our math hero Euler discovered that EIX equal to cosine x plus I sine x. Is that right? Okay. So, well, and what do we want to do here? Well, we want to figure out the square root of I. So we want to do square root of I. So in other words, what we are going to do is we're going to figure out square root of 0 plus I times 1. So it make it easy. It tell you that for x, the cosine of x is 0. The sine of x is 1. So what is that number? Well, we know that number that tell you x should be equal to half a pi, well, plus 2k pi. Don't forget that one, otherwise you're going to mix some things. Okay, so this is the x. Okay, so now, in other words, to solve square root of I would be the same as solving square root of I times x, and x is this angle, so that would be 2k pi plus half a pi. Now, and what do we get now? Well, we all know a to the power of b square equal to a to b to the power of 2b, isn't it? Right? So in other words, if you want to get a square root of a to the power of x, then the answer should be a to the power of x minus 2. Isn't that right? So to get that one, what we are going to get is I times 2k pi plus half a pi divided by 2. You can divide the whole thing by 2, but that's the same as dividing the angle by 2. So in other words, you will get I, and then will be k pi plus a quarter of pi. Now is the tricky things, okay? K can be an even number or an odd number, and depends on whether it's an even number or odd number, the answer will be different. And that's why we still will get two different answers. So if k is an even number, meaning it equal to 2m, then I 2m pi plus a quarter pi. Well, now we flip back to the Euler formula and put it back, will be equal to cosine 2m pi plus a quarter of pi will be the same as a quarter of pi anyway. Okay, plus I sine is the same. Okay, 2m pi plus quarter of pi sine would be the same as quarter of pi. and that will give you the positive answer. Just now would be 2 square root of 2 over 2 plus I times the square root of 2 over 2. Now, if k is a odd number, then in that case, we can call E. So if it's an odd number, in that case, let me erase that one. So if k is an odd number, meaning it's equal to 2m plus 1, and we put that one into the Euler formula again. Well, in that case, it actually means that it's equal to cosine 5/4 pi actually, okay? Because you have the 2m, you can eliminate that 2m, but you have 1 pi plus 1/4 pi. That will be 5/4 pi plus I sines also 5/4 pi, and that will give you the other answer we saw just now. So both methods will give us the same answer, and that's nice. Okay, we have more confidence that we did it correctly, and it's pretty simple and very straightforward to solve this question. You just have to be careful a little bit when you handle the numbers. I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.